Hello guys, it is Michelle over here at the Houston Heights. I did just want to start this video a little bit early, a little bit before 1, because I know last week whenever I was on, I did do the injections. So I'm actually 1 week post injections, which OMG, I don't know if any of you guys can tell or you can see a change already, but yes, I definitely feel it. I feel like I can see it already. Like if you see how I'm trying to squeeze, woo, it's already so much more limited. Same thing with the eyes around here. And then in my neck, you can see how I can barely tighten up those bands, which is really exciting because it's only been a week. So I know that the results will already get so much more better in 1 more week. So I did just want to come on early to kind of show you the results. I feel so much better, which I know all of you guys, whenever we reopen the clinic, will feel super good too, whenever you can get your injections. But today's live stream, we're going to be mainly talking about before and afters, which to me is always kind of that wow factor, because a lot of times seeing is believing. So what's really nice is we'll be going over some of my favorite before and afters from some of my my patients. It was super duper hard to find just a few to talk about because I feel like I love all of them. So today we're going to be mainly talking about 6 different pictures. One of them will be a laser. Y'all know I'm a huge injectables fan. I love all the injections, but I do lasering, skin services, all that other stuff as well. So I did pop in a laser treatment there, which is always kind of cool. So you can see those results. Like always, if you guys have any questions or any concerns or anything, feel free to ask at the very end and or chime in during the live stream. I will be reading them right there on my phone. Let's see what time it is. Okay, cool. So still a little bit more time before we get started. Just for some housekeeping, we are currently open taking appointments for the spa. So if you guys are just dying to get in, feel free to call the clinic. They are there today until I believe 2 or 3. So you can definitely call in and get your appointment booked. We do know on Monday, the governor is going to be releasing what's going to be starting to reopen. So we are booking appointments now. We might need to push them out if we have to reopen a little bit later, but definitely if you're like me, you can't wait to come in. So definitely if you can, call in today, get on the books. If we need to change, we will, but we will absolutely prioritize all the people that have been on the list before. So definitely come in sooner than later. Also too, I did want to let you guys know, I talked to the reps. So we are still going to be honoring the specials for the next 2 weeks after opening. After that, we can't honor the BOGO deals anymore. So if you guys are like, whoop, I want to capture those deals because they are pretty awesome, you will have 2 weeks whenever we open to do so. So woo, that's exciting. You could also always put a deposit down, which is $250, and that locks in all the deals for whenever you guys know you want to come back in. Alrighty, y'all. So it looks like it is 1 o'clock, so we get to start talking everything before and afters. So the first photo I'm going to be showing you, this patient was brand spanking new to anything, which is really exciting when people come in because it's kind of like, whoop, I get to kind of work my magic on you and you have no idea what to expect, which is really great. She was coming through a referral, which was awesome. So thank you guys. Please keep on sending them to me. And she was really open. She wanted to do a multitude of things, but you guys know me. I always say, if we can, let's baby step you because I always want to see you back in 2 weeks. And it's also a little bit more cost effective. But yeah, so today we'll be going over patient's concerns, what was done, what product was used, how long the visit roughly took, and then the cost that she ended up spending. Everything I'll be talking about is going to be regular pricing. So if there was a special, you guys know that the pricing would be less. But cool. So let's go ahead and bring it on. Alrighty. So this is the first before and after. And this, she came in mainly concerned with that lower portion of the face. So you can see here with that nasolabial fold, really heavy, that prejaw sulcus, her whole mouth area, she was just super duper concerned with. So what do you guys think I did to create that really nice after effect? Anyone think I did something? Maybe was it fillers? Maybe was it achieved with threads, laser? Alrighty, y'all, it was threads. So I did end up doing a little bit of threads in her mid-face through here to create that really pretty lifting results back over there. You can see actually back over here in this, this is where I did the entry point. So I did end up doing two. The lighting's a little weird on that. So one through there and then one back over through here. So hopefully you guys can really see that really pretty before and after. And then roughly this ended up costing about $900 during the visit because we did end up doing two. So that's $450 for the set. Y'all can only see one side, but technically, you know, I did do the other side. What's great too, this patient did come back in 2 weeks and we did end up doing her other concern, which was volume. So at 2 weeks, she came back in wanting to do some lifting under the eyes and around the mouth. There we go. So this was her very before. You can see with the deeper bags underneath here, really a little bit of an asymmetry around the mouth. Like it's a little bit more lower here, less volume in that kind of pink of the upper part of the lip. And then this is right after. So you guys can see that's a very soft, very natural result, which especially since she was new, she really wanted. And really, I feel like most people do want a really nice natural result, which is excellent. And all the products that I used, I'm gonna try to, there we go, that lighting's a little bit better. All the products that I used on her today for underneath the eyes, this is Restylane, and I did end up using Restylane Define in her mouth. So we did do a little bit of light softening through here underneath the eyes and then just a little bit in the mouth. So very nice, natural, pretty result for her. So this was at very post, and then now we're going straight to at her 2-week follow-up. Very, very pretty, very soft. Cool, and if any of you guys have any questions or anything, feel free to chime on in. Oh, I did want to mention, because I saw you just popped on, thank you, Jill, for this idea. Really great idea. And if you guys have any other ideas for live streams, please feel free to message them to me. So yeah, thank you, Jill, for messaging that. But yeah, so cool. So now we're going to move on to, oh, before I forget, on her visit, so this visit, she did end up spending anywhere between, say, about $1,000 to about $1,200 for the 2 syringes. And keep in mind, I am quoting full pricing. So if there's specials like the ones that we're currently doing the BOGO deal, she could have spent like, say, $750 or like $850 right around there. So a nice savings, which is awesome. Well, thank you. Okay, cool. So we're gonna go back down to photo number 3. So this patient, oh my gosh, I so felt for her. So I'll show you, she came in looking like baseline for me. So this is her baseline picture. She actually was priorly treated, spent thousands of dollars, and this is what she looked like when she came in to see me. You guys know I can't diagnose, I can't clinically say what she has, but what she thought that she might have had is a birthmark. So she has had it the majority of her life, and she's really always felt really self-conscious about it, which, I mean, being a woman, we all want to have the ability to feel comfortable without our makeup on. So what's great is this is the after effect. So I don't know if y'all can see this. So from that to this. And we ended up doing IPL on her, which a lot of people think that that's a very kind of controversial treatment to do on ethnic skin tones. But what I always tell patients is it just depends on your technician and on the laser technology itself. You can safely treat African-American skin, you can safely treat Hispanic skin, more ethnic skin tones. But it is super duper important that you go to a technician that really knows what they're doing. So for her, I actually had her come in every 2 weeks, and I did a very gradual build of energy. Anytime you do lasers on darker skin types, you have to be super duper careful because you could always get what's called PIH, or post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. So what that is pretty much imagine this patient coming in and it being darker. That'd be awful. So you definitely want to make sure that you, always err on the side of safety and err on the side of caution. And that patient, that post video or the post photo was actually after 3 months. So I did have her come in every 2 to 3 weeks, and that was the 3-month result, which I mean, super duper happy for. Any questions about any of the IPLs or lasers or any of that while we're on this one? Cool, great. So then I'm just gonna keep on moving along. Alrighty, so this is a super, super fun photo. Y'all know I love fillers and I love doing more off-label injections, and this is definitely gonna be more off-label. But if you can see here, this patient, I feel like the lighting's a little weird. So, okay, there we go. It's a little bit better now. So you can see she came in and her main concern in that front top photo back over here was she felt really flat. So what a flat meaning in the nose area and then also underneath the eyes. So what you can really see, let me try to get that lighting better. There we go. In that after picture is that it just looks overall softer and brighter. And then back over here, you can really see that nose. Are y'all taking a look at this? So to me, I always use the analogy of like skiing. So this would be like a black, right? Like, woo, she's gonna be flying, right? Well, this one is gonna be more of that subtle kind of green one, or green mountain. So a very nice slope of the nose, but nothing too extreme. And if you can see in that very front side profile of it here, you can really see a very overall just like a rested look. She's herself, but just a little bit more rested, more youthful, and a little bit more lifted, which is always really nice. And that's kind of the goal, which what we're wanting. On this patient, I didn't document on the Instagram what all I did. That is where I'm pulling all these before and afters from. So if you guys haven't liked us on the IG, please do. It's the Medi Spa. Normally, whenever I do, say, under eyes and nose, I can use anywhere between, say, 2 to 4 syringes. I know on her nose and under eyes, I did use Restylane products. So I did do Restylane Define in the nose, and then I did Restylane Silk under the eyes. And then that would cost anywhere between, say, like $1,000 all the way up to about $2,000 if she didn't have any specials. But cool. We're gonna be moving right along to picture number 5. If any of y'all have any questions, feel free to chime in during this time. Alrighty, so what's really great with this patient is I want you to see, what's really awesome is I did do multimodality on her. So I did use a multitude of things. So I really was just, lighting was a little bit better. Tell me, you can see the difference? Okay, good. That's important. So back over here, underneath the eye, she was concerned with hollowing under the eyes, around the mouth. So you can really see around the mouth how those lip lines have softened. And then also, which this one I didn't notate with the little arrows, but I hope you guys can see it too. Do you notice how overall her facial volume in that mid-face area, and mid-face would be more so here, looks softer? And why do you think that is? What product do you think we used for that? Any guesses? So that product would be Sculptra. So this is a really nice before and after of Sculptra. So you can see back over here, there we go, where it's a little bit softer and less kind of hollow, so it looks a little less aged. Underneath her eyes, we did end up doing a syringe of Restylane Silk. And then around the mouth, I did a combination of treatments. So I used Restylane Define and then Restylane Refine, actually. So we did half a syringe of that and then half a syringe of the Define and then a vial of Sculptra in that mid-face area for that mid-face volume. She did come back in 2 weeks later, and we did do a little follow-up with some tweaking with toxins, and then also a little bit later for more Sculptra. Sculptra is my favorite as well, especially for overall volumizing and lifting for really thin face patients. And I always say you have to be a good candidate for Sculptra, but a patient like that who, she is super fit, like she's actually an Orange Theory girl like myself, and she's like really fit, really like slender in tone. For her, Sculptra was awesome because it's gonna help with lifting this area, but not making you like feel like you're too full, which is important. All right, y'all. So I think this is gonna be my last photo. So hopefully you guys like it. I do feel like this is going to be most patients that come in. Most patients, whenever they come in, they're really concerned with like a targeted area, but they're also on a budget, which I completely understand, especially with the way things are going right now. Like myself, I haven't been working for like a month, so I definitely get it. If you have a budget, great. Most people do. And what's also nice is this patient told me, she's like, hey, Michelle, I have a budget of $300 today. That's really all that I can spend. That's my max. Great. I love it when you do that. So definitely if you are somebody who has a budget and you're like, hey, I want to come in, but I can't afford, say, like $2,000 worth of stuff. That would be most patients. Most patients can't do $2,000 all at once. There's always little baby steps and little things we can do. So just let me know, because there's always a game plan. Also too, y'all, I want y'all to be like patients of mine and really friends of mine for life. So, you know, we don't have to do it all at once. It's going to be a gradual thing. But cool. So this last photo is one that I love because it is like the majority of my patients coming in with a little bit more of a budget and just wanting a nice kind of subtle softening. So if you see right back over here, you can see over here, she's concerned with the pre-gel sulcus area, a little bit of shadowing. This was actually instantly after. And that was, yep, just a nice little lifting through here. So before, and that was after. The product that I ended up using on this patient was Radiesse. What's really cool about Radiesse is it comes in a 1.5 syringe. You guys might remember me telling you that in the very first live stream that I did about fillers. So for example, that cost for her was $275 for a half of a syringe. It will last you for about a year to 18 months. And yeah, we kept her right under budget, which is good. Okay, cool. So that's really all the before and afters that I kind of have for today. I did see that there is a questions. Any pictures of acne scars? I know with the ones that I pulled today, I don't have any before and afters. I do have some before and afters that are just in my wheelhouse, so I will definitely send those to you. I think I might actually have to go to the clinic to physically get them, so maybe wait like a week, but I will absolutely send you the before and afters for the scarring. What's great with acne scarring is that there is only one product that is FDA approved for the treatment of acne scars, and that is going to be, anyone have a guess? Belafil. I felt like I was waiting for somebody to pop up in the background and say Belafil. But yes, that is the only product that's an injectable that is FDA approved for 5 years. And it's also FDA approved for the treatment of acne scars. Other things that we can do would be microneedling, there's peels, laser, and then of course there's Belafil. So I can absolutely send those photos to you whenever, probably in a week. I was like, give me a week for me to go back to the clinic to check the wheelhouse. Cool. Are there any other questions or anything that you guys kind of want to know about the pictures that I showed or anything else for today? I did want to say I'm super excited about getting back to work. We are going to be having kind of new protocols whenever we head back, just for the staff safety, for y'all's safety. If anyone came in prior to the pandemic, we did actually send out text messages saying, hey, before your appointment, text us that you're here. We'll send you a text letting you know to come back in whenever it's safe and there's no one in clinic. Here in Houston, where I'm at, starting Monday, there is the mandate from the judge that we all have to wear face masks. So in clinic, I'm going to be wearing my face mask. All the girls will be. I'm not sure if Montgomery County is going to be doing that, but if y'all want to, please feel free to wear the masks. It's really just for everybody's safety. We will also be obviously cleaning, sanitizing, making sure everything's great for whenever we reopen again. But cool, if there's no more questions or anything, I'll tune on off. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed today's before and afters. Talk to you soon. Bye.